Yeah, elevator. JPB, been a while, sir.
Thank you.
Mickey.
Make it.
Eso es común. Y se me hace raro que haya cámaras aquí.
Métete, güey.
Vete.
I mean, I'll go to this one. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Works. Is this the guy who was breaking into cars, stealing cars?
No, dude, this is a guy. This is gonna be a crazy one, man. This dude was on Tinder. Posting Is that one still going to 4?
Yeah, no problem.
No, here, go in this one. This is going to 4.
Okay.
Yeah. It's fire floors. I think we all fit in here anyway. Yeah, you're right. I would have pressed that one for sure. Elevator. Go. Thank you.
I was gonna wait inside.
Chong, who's Asian, Yon, Chong Yon Moonce, M-O-U-N-C-E. His SID's gonna be 119-5641.
Let me get that so one more time.
119-5641.
9.
Hey! I'll get one of them. Yeah, I'm coming up there right now. I'm just setting the media up real quick. We're all down here. Okay, bye.
Is M-O-N-C-E.
Yeah, Mounce. M-O-U-N-C-E. Sid 119-5641.
119
5641.
5641.
All right.
H?
Third 38.
38.
Okay. I wish I could remember the parking lot. Yeah. All right. Okay, we'll figure it out.
Chongjeon Mountains.
Yeah.
Close enough.
Got it? Okay. All right, guys. Well, I'll be back in about 2-3 minutes, okay?
Thank you.
So,
I'm gonna go and get the check. Pusti is working. Jackie Chan. Estoy en estos momentos, I'm going live right now on the Facebook page, YouTube right now, and as you can see, also guys, your knowledge, and are you with SAP? Yes. All of you, right? Are you rookies or?
All rookies, we don't know anything.
Rookies. Okay. Just enjoy the horse, just running. With the youngest, probably just like 4 weeks in the horse, something like that. Horse.
No.
Look at the car so close.
Yeah, that's not that right.
This is the time, fellas.
John, can you move the car?
Yeah.
For this purpose? Yeah.
Sexual assault and
You speak foreign languages, right? So we got designated. Señor. Señor, how's your Asian language?
No,
Pronunciation. Chongqing. Chongqing.
l'actor.
Kung Fu. Hey, you speak Mexican, amigo.
Tengo cuidado ahorita porque está ¿Puedes ver?
No. No.
It's like scary when she put it up.
Oh my God. What's the PIO names? El PIO. ¿Cuál es el nombre? Nick. Solís. ¿Cómo se llama la perrita que tienes?
Shasta.
Shasta? How do you spell A-S-H-A-S-T-A? Shasta. Like Mount Shasta? Corazón. Shasta. La tenías desde que estaba chiquito. Está bonito.
Sean, do you have anything you want to say for yourself? Did you do it?
Anything to say, man? Anything.
You're being accused of sexual assault.
Any advice for women?
Anything you
Any
say to the
advice for
victim?
women?
Anything you want to say?
Go home, go home, go home.
Anything you want to say to your family?
Any advice for women?
Are you innocent? You feel any remorse?
Anything to say
Did they get the wrong guy?
to your family,
What were you thinking?
at least.
What was
What
going
dating
through your
app were
mind?
you using?
Is that right? What you did? At least show some remorse. Come on, man.
Is there anything you want to say for yourself?
Come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on.
To their family? To your family?
Let me help him in your way, go down. Yeah. Let me use.
Good to go? Good to go? Alright. Officer Nick Solis, N-I-C-K-S-O-L-I-Z, Public Information Officer. The suspect you see before you today was one Chang Yan Montz, age 38, SID number 1195641. On December 17, 2023, police were called out to the 3900 block of East Houston Street for a sexual assault. The victim reported to police and detectives that she had met the suspect on the dating app Tinder. However, the suspect seen before you today was not who the victim was led to believe. Our victim believed she was talking to another male, who she believed to be a white male, described very differently than the male suspect you see today. The victim began a relationship with this suspect through the dating app, whom she believed was another male, yes, and the suspect began to fantasize her. They began a relationship. He began to tempt her, and in other words, they decided to meet up. Well, during these meetups, this meetup, the suspect would ask the victim to be blindfolded in an attempt to arouse. And so while they were meeting up on the 3900 block of East Houston Street, our suspect met up with the victim, and the victim was blindfolded, and they began to have relations. During this time, through characteristics of the male, the victim began to believe that this was not the male that she'd been led to believe he was through Tinder. It was another male how she could fill him out, and she realized it wasn't him. So she asked the male, our suspect, to stop. That she did not want to continue, and he proceeded to sexually assault her. He then left, and she called police. When police got there, she was tied up. So in an act of arousal, he tied her up, blindfolded her. She never saw his face, and he proceeded to sexually assault her. Then we started, through other agencies, we started to get tips from other agencies around San Antonio, one being Selma, that there was a certain MO of a suspect who was in fact meeting women through a Tinder profile, having them relay their fantasies to him, blindfolding them, and then this suspect would proceed to either open their phone while in relation and ask to play music, and while he would do this, the suspect would send money to himself via their phone. He would take their phone, he would leave them tied up, and then take their property. At this time, we believe the suspect sitting before you today is involved in a multitude of the same offenses that he's being arrested for today, which is sexual assault. Right now, he's only being charged for this one sexual assault on this victim. And he's also being booked on online impersonation and fraudulent use of identification and another warrant. Now, how we were able to get him in custody was another agency, the Selma were able to get the Tinder profile and through investigative techniques backtrack it to our suspect's email address, confirming it was him. They then arrested him on the warrants, contacted detectives from the San Antonio Police Department who asked if the suspect would come in for questioning. While he was in questioning, our detectives did a great job of getting a confession out of him and putting him at the place of the crime to get a warrant on him for sexual assault. The last thing I ask is, we believe this male has been doing this, either stealing from women, taking advantage of them through this fake profile on Tinder since September. So if there's anyone out there who remembers being swindled or tempted by a male who they believed was a white male, and then meeting up with that male and being blindfolded, being in relations, or being stolen from, please contact our Special Victims Unit at 207-2313. Right now, we still have our property crimes detectives working hard. We do believe there's more pending charges coming right now at this time, but for now, he's being charged with this one sexual assault, as well as the 2 charges of online impersonation, fraudulent use of identification, and a warrant out of Virginia.
In this case, is the victim, was she also stolen from?
No. So in this case, he tried, but no, he did not take her phone. He just proceeded to sexually assault her.
The last sexual assault that he committed was when he was arrested.
We don't know right now, and that's why we're encouraging victims who they believe they were a victim of a sexual assault in something that sounds similar to what I said today in this story. Please follow up with SAPD.
So that case that you're referring to,
it's from December. It's from December. Right now, this is the only confirmed sexual assault case we have. Because remember, I mean, in a lot of these situations, the victims were blindfolded, right? Never led to believe who they were meeting. It would just end up in their property being stolen. And like I said, right now we have a lot of detectives working hard right now, working on investigating these steps, and we foresee some future charges coming
And
up.
the victim is American or is Asian?
I just know the victim is female, so I can release him.
Did he use the same profile name and picture?
Yes, yeah, he used the same profile name, the same picture, and that's how detectives were able to backtrack that and get his email address.
Are detectives working with anyone official from Tinder, from the app?
Well, that I don't know. I can't give away investigative techniques. I do know that other agencies are working together because a lot of agencies around the greater San Antonio area had the same MO of this suspect who was meeting women with a fake profile from this dating app and then blindfolding them, proceeding to have relations with them, and then their property was coming up missing. So just great job by all police departments involved to get this man off the streets.
Was he using a different, like a person, different ethnicity than for his own?
Yes.
You said 2 charges of online impersonation. Can you explain those?
So we have an online impersonation. So basically, you know, there's a certain term here that I wrote down. But yeah, so he was basically leading people, you know, to believe he was somebody else in an attempt to gain property from them or gain money from them or take money from them. I'm sorry. And the other one was fraudulent use of identifying information. So either he was using these people's identification to get something, obtain some kind of monetary value. I really can't go further on that.
Does he live in San Antonio?
He was living in San Antonio, yes.
These men need years.
Yes.
Do we have any idea how much money he's taken from other victims?
Not at this time, no, but we do know that we believe there's a lot of victims out there, and there may be more. They just don't know that they don't know yet, you know.
What area of San Antonio was this? Were we able to point out?
Right now, no, because we only have this one, right? We have detectives working on those cases. We know this one was on the 3900 block of East Houston Street.
Was that at a home? Was that at a motel?
It was at a motel. Yeah.
We believe you would usually go to a motel in other cases.
I don't have the other cases. There are others. I just don't have those addresses right now.
So far, how many cases do you believe he's involved in?
Tony, right? I just said multiple. I don't have an exact number, but you gotta trust me when I say there's multiple. I'll take one more question.
Punishment? What's his punishment? What is he facing right now?
So sexual assault is a felony too. So 2nd degree felony. And then I know it's a felony warrant out of Virginia. The other 2, I got to get on you on those. I believe they're state jails, but I'll let you know.
Any advice for women on these, or just anybody on these dating apps?
Yeah, you know, in this instance, you just have to be more careful. You have to, you know, vet the system as much as you can. I know it's sad, and I feel bad for the victims, the victims that's happened to. You just have to be careful out there. You know, when you're meeting up with somebody that you only know online, you really have to take precaution. That's all I can say. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's different ways. Yeah, Chongyun Mounts. Yeah. And then Mounts. M-O-U-N-C-E. Yeah, M-O-U-N-C-E. Give me the pictures. Just in case because I have Monks and Mounts. So there's 119 5641.
We believe it's at 644.
Yeah.
And his name, I believe, is Chongyun.
Mounts. Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Zoom in.
See what comes out our name.
Yeah.